What's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam. This video, what we're going to be talking about is odds boosts versus profit boosts. Now, they're similar, but they're not exactly the same thing. So I'm going to talk about which each one is individually, minor differences, which one do I prefer, which one's better, all that good stuff. But before I get started, I would appreciate if you could like the video and comment on it. Let me know your thoughts, whether it's good feedback or bad feedback. I don't care. I just prefer having feedback. I like having feedback so I know how to tailor these moving forward. And then, of course, if you could subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, would appreciate that as well. We have a ton of helpful content out there, whether you're a beginner or an expert. So subscribing to the OddsJam YouTube channel would be incredibly beneficial to yourself. So odds boosts versus profit boosts. So at their core, they essentially have the same thing in which you are getting boosted odds on something. Obviously, the main difference here is an odds boost is something that is predetermined by the sportsbook in which they boost, whether it's, a parlay of multiple things together or they just boost a team to win to a certain number of odds. That is what an odds boost is. A profit boost is you get to choose your own play and then you can boost the odds on top of that. So instead of just having the predetermined boost of whatever the sportsbook decides they want to boost, you can just choose something to boost yourself. So each of them have their advantages and their disadvantages. But I figured the easiest way to talk about them would just be to show you examples. So let's hop on to the screen and talk about them. So what I have up on my screen here is FanDuel Sportsbook. DraftKings, BetMGM, and Caesars are probably the four best when it comes to odds boosts. I personally have noticed that FanDuel seems to have the best in terms of the odds boost actually being profitable. So for this one specifically on the screen, you see it's just three teams money line boosted. Avalanche, Yankees, and Dodgers boosted from plus 230 to plus 330. So boosted 100 cents, which is pretty good. Now, every single odds boost isn't going to be something that is positive expected value, something that is worth betting. What you need to do is actually find out what the true line of this parlay is with the VIG removed, and then see if you're getting more favorable odds from this odds boost or not. So essentially, if you remove the VIG and the odds boost, or the parlay of the no VIG odds of these three individual plays is plus 330 or lower, then this would be a good play to make. So that is something that is unique with odds boost, is you need to understand whether the odds boost is actually a good play or not. Now with profit boosts, and you can get one every Tuesday if you're a member of Bet Rivers. So today's Tuesday, I'm recording this, so I figured this would be a perfect day to talk about it. To read into the actual promo itself, it's pretty self-explanatory. 20% profit boost on any MLB play, log in for every Tuesday. So instead of having a play that is predetermined, like this odds boost was on FanDuel, just these three teams money line, you can go to any MLB play on a Tuesday and have the odds boosted. If you want to read the terms and conditions, they have it here. The maximum bet is $25, so you can't bet any more than that. And the maximum additional winnings is plus 250. So the odds can't be just incredibly steep and you boost those. It has to be capped at 250. But with a $25 max, most of the bets you're going to be making are going to be well within that range. So for baseball, the way it works, it's very easy. You just click a random one. Like I'll go with Guardians money line. And you see right here, you just click this button and now the odds are boosted from minus 132 to minus 110. So the key difference here, as I just illustrated, you can choose which one of these is boosted. So instead of, again, having the predetermined one like it was on FanDuel, you can go in and decide which odds are boosted. Now, for me, I mentioned that you need to make sure that you're getting a positive expected value play with an odds boost. For a profit boost, instead of needing to back out the numbers and find out the true line, what I like to do is look at the OddsJam positive expected value page, find one that is for Bet Rivers, and just boost them even more so it's an even more profitable positive EV play. And here's a perfect example of one right now. I won't do too much research into the actual I don't care as much about the market width or anything like that. I just care if it's a plus EV play so I can boost the odds even more. So for this one, looks like it's Martin Perez over 4.5 strikeouts in the Rangers versus Tampa Bay Rays. This is a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. I already know that this bet has positive expected value. I pulled it from the positive EV page on OddsJam. The no vig odds for this play is minus 103. Bet Rivers has it at plus 115, but I can boost that to be even 20% higher. Granted, at a max of $25, but still, it's still a valuable play. So what I need to do is go to the bet on Bet Rivers. So it's Rangers versus Rays. Let's find the play. We're looking at player strikeouts. So if I go to pitcher props, it was over 4.5. So actually, it's been moved down to plus 108, but I still know that it's plus EV because this is priced at minus 103. So even though it's been priced down to plus 108, I can still boost it to plus 130. So I know it's an even more positive expected value bet. And I'll just put the max on it. For these profit boosts, I always put the max of $25. And again, all I'm doing for a profit boost is I'm trying to find a positive expected value, and I'm boosting those odds even more, which is exactly what I did here. So no longer did I bet Martin Perez to go over 4.5 strikeouts at plus 108, which is what it originally was. Instead, I got it for plus 130. So now I just need to add this to my bet tracker, make sure I change the odds, and this was taken on Bet Rivers, and I put $25 on it. So now it's added to my bet tracker. So that is my strategy with the profit boost. Again, I'll say it one last time. I'll find a positive expected value play, and I'll boost those odds even more. And the max amount that they'll let you put, in this case, it was $25. That's what I do. So I actually do this every Tuesday. I find a positive EV play, I boost the odds a little bit, and I put $25 on it. Now, for an odds boost, it's a little bit different. So I don't know if this plus 330 has positive EV or not. So what I need to do is find out what the true line of this parlay is. Now, luckily, this is something that you can do on OddsJam, and you can actually do it for completely free. There's just a couple tools you need. Number one, you need to find the odds, so you need to go to the MLB odds page. Number two, you need a couple calculators. You need the no vig fair odds calculator, and you need the parlay calculator, and I'll show you exactly why. So this is actually a game in the NHL as well. So the three games, let's just go one by one. Avalanche, money line. So I need to go to NHL, I need to go to Avalanche, and I need to find out what the true line of the Avalanche money line is. So this column here is the OddsJam line. This is pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world. So anything in which you see odds be from OddsJam, it's from that sportsbook, and it's viewed as the true line, the most accurate line. So these are the odds that we will use to remove the VIG and find out what the true line is. So minus 185 and plus 166. Just type this into the no vig fair odds calculator. So you type in both numbers. Again, it's minus 185 and plus 166. Minus 185 plus 166 puts the true line of the Avalanche money line at minus 172, which is the first leg of this parlay. So I go type it in to the parlay calculator. I type in the odds minus 172. And now I need to find it for the Yankees. So instead of going to the Avalanche game, I just go to baseball. It's Yankees versus Angels. Again, we see the odds for the OddsJam line, plus 119, minus 129. So I just type those in here. Plus 119, minus 129, puts the true line of this bet at minus 123. So add this to the parlay calculator. So these first two legs, I can see the parlay odds are at plus 185. So far, so good. So now I just need to find it for the Dodgers. I also need to log back into my FanDuel account. So I go to the Dodgers game. They play the Pirates. I go to the money line, minus 340, plus 298. So massive, massive favorites here. Looks like if one team is going to blow it, looks like the Yankees have the least favorable odds. But again, minus 340, plus 298. So minus 340. Plus 298 puts the true line of the Dodgers at minus 307. So put that into the calculator, and it puts the parlay odds of this, the true line, at plus 278. Now, if you remember, getting this at plus 330, that is a really valuable bet. So I already know that this bet has positive expected value. Now, you can also find out exactly what the positive expected value is. You just need a couple more calculators. So you need the odds converter calculator, and you need the expected value calculator. And I'll show you exactly why. So the odds converter will convert this plus 278 into a win probability. So plus 278 odds gives this a roughly 26.39% chance of winning. So this is the fair odds win probability of this parlay, 26.39%. Now, if you type it into an expected value calculator, which is what I have here, so it was 26.39. The odds I bet it at, if you remember, are plus 330. So I'll type that in here, plus 330. And the max wager I could put on this is $50. So this has an expected value of about $6.74. Now, if you put that in a percentage of about 13%. So this is actually an insanely valuable odds boost. So this one I'm going to max out. I'm going to take both of these. Now, it's funny. I didn't know this going into that this was going to be a valuable odds boost. I found that out on the fly with you guys, but that's exactly what you need to do with an odds boost. You need to find out the individual odds of each one using the No Big Fair Odds calculator. Put them into a parlay calculator, which I found out the true odds of this were plus 278. Using the bet converter, I found out that this parlay has a 26% chance of hitting. And I put it into an expected value calculator and found an EV of roughly 13.5%. Great value here. Another thing I like doing is I like to find the inherent win percentage of the bet I'm placing it at, or excuse me, the odds that I'm placing it at. So I locked it in at plus 330, which has a win probability of only 23%. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm placing a bet that I only need to hit 23% of the time in order to be profitable, and I'm betting it at a win percentage of roughly 26%. So that 3% difference between the probability gaps is also what has positive expected value. So I know that was a lot of math. I hope that wasn't too confusing for you. When you dumb it down, all you need to do for an odds boost to find out if it's profitable is find out the true odds for each individual leg using the OddsJam line, put them into a No Big Fair Odds calculator, enter them all in individually to find out what the parlay odds are. And honestly, you could stop this step here. The finding out the EV percentage was just something to show you just how valuable the bet is. But as long as the parlay had better odds than plus 278, I knew it would be positive EV, and it was at plus 330. So this again was an insanely valuable bet. So for odds boost, just to recap here, you find out what the line is for the odds they are boosting. For a profit boost, you just find a positive EV play and you boost those odds. So now that we know the difference of an odds boost versus profit boost, it's a play of your choosing versus an odds boost is a play that's predetermined. To answer the question of which one is better, both. They're both good. To also answer that question. So I don't have a preference on which one I choose over the other. They each have their advantages and disadvantages. Profit boosts are nice because you can choose the play that you're getting boosted. So if you're watching a game, I know I'm going to watch an MLB game tonight. I'm just going to boost the team that I want to win, get boosted odds, go that way. If you want to do what I do, which is what I like, obviously, is finding a positive expected value play and making it even more positive expected value, making it even more mathematically profitable bet, you can do that. But for odds boosts, sometimes they'll boost plays that you might not even be able to combine if you wanted to. Or sometimes for like a big game, like an NBA Finals game, they'll boost like someone like Steph Curry or Jason Tatum, a really popular player, someone that you're just going to want to root for playing well. The only thing with an odds boost is, again, not every one of them is going to be profitable. So the one I went over today that doesn't mean every single one is. So that is one major difference between a profit boost versus an odds boost. A profit boost, you can know 100% of the time whether it's positive EV or not. It's very easy. You just find a positive EV play already, and then you just boost those odds. So you don't even need to do any math to see if it's positive EV or not, which with an odds boost, as you saw, it takes a little bit of work. So that is the major disadvantage of an odds boost versus a profit boost, is that not every play is going to be profitable. But other than that, both are great and both should be used and added to your sports betting repertoire. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully this video you found helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, would love the feedback. If you could comment on the video. You can also hit up my Twitter handle that you see on the screen here. Let me know your feedback that way. Other than that, would appreciate if you could like the video. And then if you want to learn how to use OddsJam, how to use it the way I just did to find valuable bets, you can go to the oddsjam.com website, sign up for a free trial, and then you can book a call with myself or any of our other sports betting experts, and we can walk everything through with you. But so as far as this video goes, that's all I got for you. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.